Imagine, if you will, a world teetering on the brink of change. The year is 1947, and the British Raj is finally coming to an end. The air is thick with anticipation, hope, and a palpable fear of the unknown. People are yearning for independence, but with that independence comes a monumental decision: the partition of British India into India and Pakistan. The man tasked with this monumental job was Sir Cyril Radcliffe, a British lawyer, not a politician or sociologist, who had never set foot in India before. He was handed a map and told to draw a line that would determine the fate of entire communities, families, and lives, and he had just 5 weeks to do it. Radcliffe was put in charge of the boundary commissions for Punjab and Bengal. These were the two provinces most affected by the partition. He had to consider the religious majorities, Muslims on one side, Hindus on the other, but it was never that simple. Imagine living in a village where your neighbor suddenly becomes a citizen of a different country overnight. It's like waking up to find the world has changed while you slept. The commissions were made up of representatives from both the Indian National Congress and the Muslim League. Everyone had their own agenda, and Radcliffe was caught in the crossfire. He had to navigate through political aspirations, communal tensions, and historical grievances with outdated maps and population data. The maps were outdated, incomplete, and often inaccurate. Radcliffe had to consider more than just religious demographics. He had to think about infrastructure, access to water, and economic resources. It's a puzzle with pieces that don't fit together, and the clock was ticking. When the Radcliffe Line was announced on August 17, 1947, just 2 days after India and Pakistan gained independence, the reaction was explosive. People were jubilant, but many were also horrified. The line didn't just divide land, it divided families. It ripped apart communities that had coexisted for generations. Imagine being told you could no longer visit your childhood home because it now belonged to another country. Millions of people were displaced, forced to leave their homes and cross borders in search of safety. The violence that erupted was unimaginable. It's estimated that up to 2 million people lost their lives during the chaos of partition. 2 million lives lost, all because of a line drawn on a map by a man who had never even set foot on the soil he was dividing. The Radcliffe Line remains the de facto international border between India and Pakistan today, but it's been the subject of disputes and conflicts ever since. The line is more than just a geographical boundary. It's a symbol of pain, loss, and unresolved tensions. The partition of British India is a stark reminder of the complexities of nationhood and identity. Borders are not just lines on a map, they are deeply intertwined with human lives, histories, and relationships. As we reflect on this moment in history, let's remember the voices of those who lived through it, the families torn apart, the friendships shattered, the dreams unfulfilled. The partition wasn't just a political decision, it was a human tragedy that echoes through generations. And as we navigate the complexities of our world today, let's strive for empathy, understanding, and a commitment to learning from the past. Because in the end, it's not just about the line that was drawn, it's about the lives that were forever changed by it. If you found this story compelling, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more eye-opening historical insights. See you next time.